Alright guys, I'm back with another video, but it's been a while, and that's because I just don't want to put out a video to put out a video. But I think this rifle is something special. With that said, I'm going to try to keep this video short, under 10 minutes, just to show off a couple parts of this rifle, and I think this is a very special rifle. I built this rifle, and starting with the back, it's a maximum defense Pdw brace. This brace is not for everybody. It is very comfortable. I like it. Has a standard weight maximum defense buffer in here. The only problem with the brace is if you want to take the rifle down, you have to extend the brace to push the pin out. Some people don't like that. My brace of choice for all my other rifles is the SBO3 brace, or SBA3 brace, and I really like that brace. But this one looks cool and it works really well on this rifle. Now, get into some fun parts. I'm an Ohio guy. This is a Bowden tactical upper. They're from Ohio, so I thought I would try it out. It looked cool, it's billet, and it works really well for me so far. Handguard is a Bowden tactical handguard, and the muzzle device is a Bowden tactical muzzle brake. I have not had a problem with any of the Bowden tactical parts. It works awesome. This is a very light rifle for what it is. I think the muzzle brake might weigh the most out of this whole rifle, like the biggest part. It is very heavy, maybe the buffer. Underneath the handguard is a Ballistic Advantage barrel. This was my first Ballistic Advantage barrel that I have owned. It is their Hansen Profile Performance Series barrel, and I really do like it. It is gassed perfect. It is phenomenal. This thing has zero recoil with this muzzle brake. It is reliable. I have shot in everything from 55 grain to 77 grain, and the 55 grain has no recoil with this. I haven't shot the 77 like extensively, but it feels the same to me. But I just don't want to make the statement that the 77 grain has no recoil. But as the videos I will show, I actually am anticipating recoil, so I'm pushing down slightly, but this gun will shoot perfectly flat, zero recoil, and the barrel is gassed just perfectly, and I love it. This is a Timber Creek billet dust cover. You don't really need the Timber Creek billet dust cover. I was just trying to be flashy. Inside this bolt, I had it laying around for 2 or 3 years. There's no name on it, no brand. I have no idea what bolt this is. It works really well. It's coated phenomenally. There's not much wear on it. I have about 3,000 rounds on this. That's not really a whole lot for, I mean, it's enough to tell you that's reliable, but that's not a whole lot of rounds considering you can put thousands of rounds on these guns, but that's what I'm working with. It's about 3,000 rounds on this gun. Price of ammo, everybody knows, is crazy. And I reload, but I don't reload that much. The lower is a Founding Fathers lower, and I really like this lower. It looks really cool. For me, that is a factor. You can just go get any lower out there, and yes, it will work just fine, but this lower has some style points that I like and some features that I also like that your standard Andersons may or may not come with. I don't know. It's been a while since I've had a Anderson. I have a couple now, but it's been a while since I've built them. One of the features of this Founding Fathers lower is it has that screw-in pin that stops the upper and lower from wiggling if there is wiggle. I didn't have to do much on this gun because there was not much wiggle. It also has the detent and spring. It has the little cap screw or whatever that screws in, so you don't need an end plate to hold that spring. It's really easy. I went with Strike Industries aluminum takedown pins. I went with a Timber Creek safety just because that's what they had. It's the 60 degree or 45 degree short throw. I'm not sure which one. I think it's either 45 or 60, but those are basically the same. I like the short throw safeties. One thing with the Timber Creek safety, it is very easy to push with this hand, but since it is a teardrop shape, there's not much meat right here, and I do have a hard time flicking it up with this finger, but it is very easy. This gun is unloaded as always, so I will show you. It is very easy even with that brace in that position. Very easy. This side is a different story. So I wish they put a little bit more meat on that teardrop. The trigger in here is another Bowden component. This is a Bowden tactical trigger. They say it is 4 to 4.5 pounds, and I've consistently tested it around 4 pounds. We will try it out right here just once for you. Oh, that's the safety on. Safety works. Oh, that one was not a good test. £3 pounds, 12 ounces, right around 4 pounds. It is very smooth and it is very crisp. If I go to show you the reset or the trigger, that's it. Reset. There you go. It's good for 20,000 rounds, or at least they tested it up to 20,000 rounds. I like the Strike Industry pins because they are extended and you can reach them easier. Sometimes taking down a rifle on camera can be a little hard, but it's still a little funky. But with the Strike Industries takedown pins, it makes everything a lot easier. This is just a Strike Industries bolt catch. This is a Founding Fathers mag release, extended mag release, and it is built very nicely. I've not had any problem with any magazines that I've run. I have run the hex mags, a whole bunch of the different steel mags, Magpul. I've ran a lot of mags and this thing works really well. There's a look at that Bowden tactical trigger. It is a nice trigger. There's a maximum defense buffer, just a standard weight buffer. That's why it has S on there. The details on this lower, I just really like. The edges are rounded. It looks 3D. It has the, you know, the Liberty Bell with the crack on it. It's just a very nice piece. And as you'll see in the video, this thing has 0 recoil. But that is it for this quick review of this rifle. Oh, this is also a Strike Industries latchless bolt handle or charging handle. But yeah, see, this bolt is just, it's holding up very well. Like, there's really not much. There's a little bit of wear down here. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but other than that, it is a little wear on the lugs, but not much. The coating is very well done on this. Unfortunately, I don't know the brand of this bolt. Anyways, guys, that is a wrap for the rifle. You should really check out some of these parts. They are USA made companies. Bowden Tacticals from Ohio, Ballistic Advantage, I believe, is from Oregon, and Founding Fathers is right there from Idaho. So check them out. Really cool. Oh, this grip is a hex grip. I'm not sure where hex grip is made, but let me tell you, I love the hex grip, and on all my ARs, I am running the hex grip now. And you guys should try one out. It's adjustable from, this is like the most straight up and down it can go, but you can, like, you know, tilt it back if you want. But this thing is really well done, and I like it. It is my go-to grip now on most of my AR rifles. I like this rifle so much that I actually have 2 of them. I built a little bit cheaper version, less flashy version of this in the 10.3, and then I also built a 300 blackout version of this. And like I said, on all my other rifles, I run the SB-A3 brace just because it is cheaper and highly effective, and I love that brace. That's like my go-to brace. This was just kind of like I was feeling like being more flashy and having something a little bit cooler. But sometimes it can get annoying when you have to extend it to take it down. But it looks cool and it functions just as well as the SB-A3. So there's that rifle. I hope you guys have a good day. Like and subscribe if you got some good information. And I'm out.